In today's video, we're going to talk about solving multi-step equations, and these equations are ones that contain the distributive property. So step one is to apply the distributive property. So in this first example, we need to distribute the -3 or -3 to the items inside the parentheses. So I'm going to start by drawing my wall, and then I have -24 minus 8k is equal to -7k. -3 times k is -3k, and -3 times 4 is -12. Step 2 is to combine any like terms. So on the right side of the equation here, I do have some like terms. -3k and -7k together make -10k. So I have -24 minus 8k is equal to -10k minus 12. Step 3 is to move all the variables to one side of the equation. So we're going to move, in this case, all the variables to the right is the best answer, because that way I will have a positive variable. So I'm going to add 10k to this side, and I'm going to add 10k to this side. Notice I'm lining up the k's. So with the addition property of equality, I end up with -24 plus 2k is equal to, these cancel out, -12. Step 4 is to move all constants to the other side. So I have -24 plus 2k equals -12. I'm going to move the -24 over to the right by adding 24 to both sides. And when I do that, I end up with 2k is equal to +12. And then step 5 is to solve the resulting one or two step equation. So I am going to divide both sides by 2. So I have 2k equals 12. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and I end up with k is equal to 6. My final step is to check my work, and I'm going to do that using the substitution property. So I'm going to take my k equals 6, and I'm going to plug it in all the way back at the beginning. So I have -24 is equal, minus 8 times 6 is equal to -7 times 6. Minus 3 times 6 plus 4. Following order of operations, so I have -24 minus 8 times 6 is 48. That's equal to, and I can do a couple of steps at the same time. 7 times 6 is 42, so -42 minus 6 plus 4 is 10. Open the way there, sorry about that. Okay. Then I can do my addition and subtraction. -24 minus 48 is going to be -72. I forgot my 3 there. Equals -42 minus 30. -3 times 10 is -30. So I end up with -72 is equal to -72. Got the correct answer when I solved. Turning the page, we have 2 more examples to go through. So my next example, oh, hello, let's focus. There we go. Okay, my next example, I am going to start by distributing the 4. So I have -35 minus 5m is equal to 4 times -5 is -20m, and 4 times 5 is -20. I'm going to move all the variables to one side. I'm going to move the -20m to the right by adding 20m to both sides, addition property of equality. These two cancel, so I have -35 plus 15m is equal to 20. Oh, not the fire drill. Alright, we're back. So, anyway, we were adding 20m to both sides, so we have -35 plus 15m equals -20. So then I'm going to add 35 to move the constants over to the right. And again, that's addition property of equality. So cancel those. I'm left with 15m is equal to -20 plus 35 is 15. Divide both sides by 15. That's the division property of equality. And I'm left with m is equal to 1. I'm going to go through and do my check on the other side. So I have negative 35 minus 5 times 1 is equal to 4 times parentheses negative 5 times 1 minus 5. So this is negative 35 minus 5 times 1 is 5. On this side I have 4 times. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5 minus 5. Negative 35 minus 5 is negative 40. And then I have 4 times. Negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10. So I have negative 40 is equal to negative 40. Checks out. Alright, last example for today. I'm going to start by distributing. In this case, I'm just distributing a negative sign, which is like a negative 1. So really this is saying take the opposite of everything in parentheses. So the opposite of negative 6 is 6. The opposite of positive 6a is negative 6a plus 6 is equal to negative 3a plus 24. Then I'm going to combine like terms. 6 plus 6 is 12, so I have 12 minus 6a is equal to negative 3a plus 24. And this time I'm going to move all my variables to the right in order to keep the coefficient positive. So addition property of equality, I'm going to add 6a to both sides. These two cancel. So I have 12 is equal to negative 3a plus 6a is 3a plus 24. And then I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides, subtraction property of equality. And that leaves me with 12 minus 24 is negative 12, equal to 3a. So these two cancel. Divide both sides by 3. So I have negative 4 is equal to a. Division property of equality. And then I'm going to use the symmetric property to put my variable first. So a is equal to negative 4. Quick check. I'm going to plug negative 4 in for a. So I have the opposite of negative 6 plus 6 times negative 4 plus 6 is equal to negative 3 times negative 4 plus 24. Right? So then I have the opposite of negative 6 plus negative 24 plus 6. So I'm multiplying in there. Negative 3 times negative 4 is a positive 12 plus 24. The opposite of negative 6 plus negative 24, which is going to be a negative 30. The opposite of negative 30 is 30. 12 plus 24 is 36. And 30 plus 6 is 36. So 36 is equal to 36. And it checks out. And that's all for today.